What's going on, my little trick-or-treating motherfuckers? Alright, I'll tell you the Benny Halloween. It was the best Halloween ever. Back in the old days, Benny and Mike's father always did something for the kids in the neighborhood. It was just kind of like, just how you did things, Some kids, disadvantaged kids, whatever, show them love. So we were raised with that. So Benny, come Halloween was coming up, was like, pretend Halloween is like tomorrow. And some of the kids in the neighborhood, they don't really get to feel Halloween. Like, if you're in the hood, Halloween is so fucking dangerous, pretty nefarious, Except for going to Central Park and chasing a jogger back in the days, there was not much to do. I mean, even though that was a lot of fun, I'll tell you about Halloween in the hood another day. But in this one, it's a sweet story because Benny, he had a bunch of kids in the neighborhood. They were part of like recreation or something, like if you would say the Boys Club of America type of thing. When kids go there, learn how to throw hands, do homework after school, whatever. So Frank was big into that stuff, and all these kids, they were like, Halloween's coming, they got no costume, there's no trick-or-treating in the hood, whatever. So Benny, being a sweetheart of a fucking guy, he comes up with a fucking idea. He tells all these kids, look, I got a plan. Little fucking hood monsters. He said, I got a plan. Tomorrow, at 3:30 in the afternoon, you motherfuckers show up here with whatever costume you have. We're going trick-or-treating. Like, I still remember how he fucking just, the epiphany, and poof, I'm gonna take these kids trick-or-treating in a nice neighborhood. So sure enough, he borrowed the van from Gui. And remember the one where everybody was like trying to shake the van? We were inside? That van. fucking van had like leopard fucking furniture, like leopard print. It looked like the Lombardo movie outside. But either way, all of a sudden these kids show up and they got the most fucked up hood costumes in the world. One looks like half a robot, another one looks like a transmorphic vampire. It like fucked up. They look like somebody fucking like the worst Halloween costumes ever. Now you would think that their costumes were the worst. Fucking Benny, he couldn't fucking find no costume, so he took this fucking giant white bed sheet, threw it over, had two fucking eyes cut out. He had a crazy smile, a black smile put on it. And he was like this half a ghost with big Reebok high top sneakers on the bottom. It looked like the most fucking horrifying monster movie ever. Anyway, all these kids get in the back of fucking Gui's van. They drive out to Jersey over the George Washington Bridge. They go to like an area behind Fort Lee. It's like a nice area, like Edgewood, whatever the fuck. It's nice homes, normal, decent people. So anyway, so fucking Benny parks the van, opens the door, stacks of little motherfuckers in the worst fucking costumes God ever created with fucking garbage bags. And this was the plan. We're gonna hit every fucking home down the street. We're gonna get this fucking candy. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. Grab as much candy as you can. Don't take no for an answer. It was like he was coaching these motherfuckers. Then we're gonna take this fucking candy back and we're gonna sell it to the bodega and we're gonna get cash. We're gonna get money for you little motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. These motherfuckers worked all night, up and down the street, different neighborhoods. They were going everywhere. And they were just fucking loading up on candy, showing up at doors. And it was funny because Benny would go to a door, one of those trick or treat. You open that door like, what the fuck is living in this neighborhood now? And it was funny because like some people were like, here's 2 for you, here's 2 for 3, here's 2 for you. Fucking Benny was like, look, fuck all this shit. Ain't no more kids coming tonight, it's late. He would take the bowl and shake it into motherfuckers' bags. And people be like, what are you doing? There's other children. He's like, fuck it, those kids don't need candy. He fucking went down this neighborhood. Beautiful neighborhood. He just went down. Let me tell you something. He was just showing up. Imagine you seen this big motherfucker with a white sheet, 2 fucking holes cut in, a crazy smile. What's funny that when he did the smile, the fucking ink kind of like ran, so it looked like a crazy smile. I think when people saw this motherfucker coming up to the door, I think their soul left. Then they saw the little Puerto Rican and black gremlins behind. Motherfucker put a half a can on his head. Look, I'm a robot. The best part was, after they mugged the entire neighborhood, I mean, they mugged every neighborhood they could. Other kids would see them walking down the street. They would cross the street like, fuck that shit, I'm going home. They had pounds of fucking ice cream. I'm sorry, ice cream, candy. They had these fucking everything, all kinds of candy. So Benny, in his mind, the business brain was coming out. He was going to take him to the bodega, which is like the convenience store, and just start selling, because they sell candy there. So Benny was going to work out a good rate for the kids, you know, wholesale rate, whatever, you know. So anyway, the funny thing was, when Benny had to come back over the GW Bridge, he got pulled over because Gui's tags, I think the registration was expired. I don't know what the fuck it was. There was something I said, they pulled him over. When they pulled him over, it was the Port Authority of Jersey, I don't know. All of a sudden, Benny's in this fucking sheet. He's like a fucking half a ghost. Fucking cop, how you doing? Yeah. Can I see your license registration? Benny's a cool motherfucker. He said, look, I gotta get these kids back home. He told me that when the cop looked in the back and saw these fucking these wild motherfucking kids back there with black garbage bag, I think the cop, his fucking soul left. But the cop was cool. He's just like, do me a favor, guy. Don't ever come back here again. You know, he asked the kids if they were okay. And they were like, yeah, do you know who this man is? Yeah, that's Uncle Benny. Benny flashed his driver's license. He was good to go. There's no big deal. You know, that's like a little ticket bullshit. These kids were back there with no seatbelt, no nothing. Fucking crazy. They had like mom's makeup on. Like, they look fucking retarded. Benny comes back and then he starts the process of going to different bodegas with the kids. And he's like, all right, I got 200 Reese's Pieces. I got 22 packs of gum. I mean, they made a fucking killing that night. But the funny thing was, when he came back to the neighborhood, I was downstairs with Frank. And all of a sudden he pulls up in the van. And Frank is like, what the fuck were you doing? He said, Pop, I took the kids fucking trick-or-treating in New Jersey. And it's funny because Benny had a big heart. And I know he made that night special for a lot of men now. And women, because now they're older. And I just said to myself, like, I wanted to share that story because, I mean, what he did, I know in their hearts, wherever they're at now, they still remember that Halloween. So that was a beautiful thing. But if you would have seen Benny with that big sheet, with the fucking eyes cut out, it looked like the Purge. It looked like that motherfucker. If there was black people walking down the street, like, oh shit, the Klan is in the fucking community. Oh my God. He did a beautiful thing for those kids. So hopefully you motherfuckers, when you make your money, you do something good for kids, because sometimes, you know, little things can mean a lot. So hope you had a little smile with that one. That fucking, there were kids in the back with the lambada. There was a disco ball in the back. Fucking kids are probably traumatized. But that's my Halloween Benny story that's always gonna stay deep in my heart, because that was some sweet stuff. So love you motherfuckers.